Breaking news just hit the defense world. The second B-21 Raider stealth bomber didn't just meet its deadline, it smashed right through it. While military analysts were still debating whether America's most advanced bomber would fly by year's end, it was already soaring through California skies on September 11th. This isn't just another aircraft taking off. This is America's answer to every threat on the horizon, the ghost that enemies will never see coming. And what happened during that first flight will change everything you think you know about modern warfare. Welcome to Jet Insight. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most significant moments in modern military aviation history. The B-21 Raider program just achieved something that defense experts called impossible just months ago. The story behind this achievement reveals why America's military continues to lead the world in innovation, determination, and sheer engineering brilliance. Every rivet, every system, every classified detail of this program represents the dedication of thousands of American workers, engineers, and military personnel who refuse to let our nation fall behind. Before we dive deeper, please take a second to like this video and subscribe. Over 98% of viewers watch without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it means a lot to us. If you're proud of American military innovation and our commitment to staying ahead of global threats, type "proud" in the comments below. But here's what makes this story truly remarkable, and why you need to hear every detail that's about to unfold. The moment that changed everything. September 11th, 2025. The date carries special meaning in American history, and on this day, something extraordinary happened at Air Force Plant 42 in Palmdale, California. At exactly 8 a.m. local time, witnesses heard the unmistakable sound of advanced jet engines spinning up. What they were about to witness had never been seen before. The second B-21 Raider, designation T2, began rolling down the runway. Unlike typical test flights that might last hours of preparation, this aircraft was ready. The months of ground testing, systems checks, and careful preparation had led to this single moment. An F-16 fighter jet positioned itself nearby, not as escort, but as chase plane, a crucial safety measure during first flights. The pilot of that F-16 was about to witness history unfold from the best seat in the house. As the B-21 lifted off, something became immediately clear to aviation experts watching from the ground. This wasn't just any test flight. The aircraft flew with its landing gear down initially, standard procedure for maiden flights, but everything else about this bomber screamed advanced capability. The flight path took the B-21 directly to Edwards Air Force Base, where the first Raider had been conducting tests since November 2023. But having two of these aircraft in the same location represents something much bigger than doubled testing capacity. Air Force Secretary Troy Mink put it perfectly. With the arrival of the second B-21 Raider, our flight test campaign gained substantial momentum. We can now expedite critical evaluations of mission systems and weapons capabilities. What he didn't say publicly is even more significant. Sources close to the program reveal that having two operational test aircraft allows for parallel testing of different systems. While one aircraft tests flight performance, the other can focus on weapons integration, stealth capabilities, or electronic warfare systems. This parallel testing approach cuts development time dramatically. Instead of waiting months between different test phases, the Air Force can now run multiple evaluation programs simultaneously. The implications for America's defense readiness are staggering. The technology that enemies fear. Let's talk about what makes the B-21 Raider the most advanced bomber ever built. The aircraft represents what military experts call sixth-generation technology, a full generation ahead of anything currently in service worldwide. The stealth capabilities alone redefine what modern warfare looks like. Advanced radar-absorbing materials cover every surface, but the real breakthrough lies in the aircraft's shape and internal design. Enemy radar systems looking for this bomber will see nothing more than a small bird on their screens, if they detect anything at all. But stealth is just the beginning. The B-21 incorporates artificial intelligence systems that can adapt to threats in real time. If enemy air defenses attempt to lock onto the aircraft, onboard computers immediately analyze the threat and deploy appropriate countermeasures. The bomber's range capabilities deserve special attention. While exact specifications remain classified, defense analysts estimate the B-21 can fly over 6,000 miles without refueling. This means launching from bases in the continental United States and striking targets anywhere in the world. What makes this range even more impressive is the payload capacity. The B-21 can carry both conventional and nuclear weapons, with internal bomb bays designed to accommodate the latest American munitions. The AGM-181A long-range standoff cruise missile, specifically designed for this aircraft, extends the bomber's effective range even further. These cruise missiles can be launched from hundreds of miles away from targets, keeping the B-21 completely out of enemy air defense range. The combination of stealth technology and standoff weapons creates what military strategists call assured penetration capability. Recent flight tests of these cruise missiles have exceeded all expectations. 4 successful test flights in 2025 alone prove that America's nuclear deterrent capability is advancing rapidly. Each test brings the integrated B-21 and cruise missile system closer to full operational status. The electronic warfare suite installed on the B-21 represents another quantum leap forward. While details remain classified, industry sources indicate the aircraft can jam enemy communications, disrupt radar systems, and even interfere with enemy missile guidance systems. Engineering marvel: how America built the impossible. The story of how Northrop Grumman and the Air Force created the B-21 Raider reads like science fiction, but every detail is real and happening right now in American factories and test facilities. Building 401 at Air Force Plant. 42 has become the most advanced aircraft manufacturing facility in the world. Inside this massive structure, American workers assemble each B-21 using techniques that didn't exist just 5 years ago. The manufacturing process itself represents a revolution in aircraft production. Advanced robotics work alongside skilled technicians to install components with precision measured in thousandths of an inch. The stealth coatings alone require application in specially controlled environments that maintain exact temperature and humidity levels. Quality control during B-21 production exceeds anything previously attempted in military aircraft manufacturing. Every component undergoes multiple inspections using advanced scanning technology that can detect flaws invisible to the human eye. The supply chain supporting B-21 production spans across America, involving hundreds of companies in dozens of states. This distributed manufacturing approach ensures that no single point of failure can disrupt production while creating jobs in communities nationwide. Pratt & Whitney provides the advanced engines that power the B-21. These engines incorporate technology derived from the F-35 program, but optimized specifically for long-range bombing missions. The fuel efficiency gains compared to previous generation bombers are remarkable. BAE Systems contributes advanced electronic warfare systems that give the B-21 unprecedented capability to operate in contested airspace. Spirit Aerosystems manufactures critical airframe components using advanced composite materials that combine strength with weight savings. The integration of components from multiple suppliers into a cohesive weapon system represents one of the most complex engineering challenges ever attempted. Every system must work flawlessly with every other system, while maintaining the stealth characteristics that make the B-21 virtually invisible. Software integration presents another massive challenge. The B-21's avionics systems process enormous amounts of data in real time, from navigation and flight control to threat detection and weapons management. The code running these systems contains millions of lines of programming, all tested to military standards. The test program that's rewriting aviation history. Edwards Air Force Base has become ground zero for the most advanced flight test program in military aviation history. The arrival of the second B-21 transforms this program from sequential testing to parallel evaluation of multiple systems simultaneously. The first B-21, which has been flying since November 2023, has already completed hundreds of test flights. Each flight validates different aspects of the aircraft's performance, from basic handling characteristics to complex mission scenarios. Flight testing typically follows a carefully planned progression. Initial flights focus on basic airworthiness. Can the aircraft take off, fly safely, and land without problems? Early B-21 flights confirmed that the basic design works exactly as intended. Subsequent testing phases evaluate more complex systems. Navigation accuracy, communications equipment, and defensive systems all undergo rigorous testing under controlled conditions. The B-21 has passed every test with results that exceed design specifications. Weapons integration testing represents the next major phase, and this is where having two test aircraft becomes crucial. One aircraft can continue flight performance testing, while the second focuses specifically on weapon systems evaluation. The B-21 must demonstrate its ability to carry and deploy multiple weapons types accurately. Internal bomb bays undergo testing with various payloads to ensure proper release characteristics. Cruise missile integration requires precise coordination between aircraft and weapon systems. Maintenance testing runs parallel to flight operations. Ground crews at Edwards are developing the procedures that will support B-21 operations at bases worldwide. Every maintenance task, from routine inspections to major repairs, is being documented and perfected. The maintainers working on these aircraft represent some of the most skilled technicians in the Air Force. Training programs specifically developed for the B-21 ensure that personnel understand every aspect of this advanced aircraft. Logistics testing evaluates the supply chain that will support operational B-21 squadrons. Parts availability, transportation requirements, and maintenance scheduling all undergo careful analysis to prevent any disruption to combat readiness. The data collected during these test flights fills massive computer databases that engineers analyze continuously. Every aspect of aircraft performance gets measured, recorded, and compared to design specifications. This comprehensive approach to flight testing ensures that when the B-21 enters operational service, it will perform flawlessly under any conditions. American pilots will have complete confidence in their aircraft's capabilities. Program success: on time, on budget, exceeding expectations. In a defense industry often criticized for cost overruns and schedule delays, the B-21 Raider program stands as a shining example of how major military acquisitions should be managed. Lieutenant General Andrew Gabara recently confirmed that the program remains basically on time and basically on budget. This success didn't happen by accident. From the program's inception, Air Force leadership and Northrop Grumman established clear goals, realistic timelines, and rigorous oversight procedures. Regular program reviews ensure that any potential problems get identified and resolved quickly. The contract structure rewards performance while maintaining cost controls. Instead of traditional cost-plus arrangements that can lead to budget overruns, the B-21 program uses fixed-price contracts that incentivize efficiency and innovation. Risk management throughout the program has been exemplary. Rather than rushing to meet arbitrary deadlines, program managers allow sufficient time for thorough testing and validation. This approach prevents costly problems later in the program. Congress has shown strong support for the B-21 program, recognizing its critical importance to national security. The recent allocation of an additional $4.5 billion in the reconciliation bill demonstrates congressional confidence in the program's management and objectives. These additional funds will accelerate production beyond the current low-rate initial production phase. Manufacturing capacity at Plant 42 can expand to meet increased demand while maintaining the quality standards essential for this advanced aircraft. The Pentagon's 2026 budget request includes $10.3 billion specifically for the B-21 program. This substantial investment reflects the aircraft's priority within the Defense Department and ensures continued program success. International interest in the B-21 program has been significant. Allied nations recognize the capability gap that this aircraft fills and have expressed interest in potential partnerships or procurement opportunities. Australia has been particularly interested in the B-21's capabilities, with defense analysts suggesting that Raider acquisition could provide the Royal Australian Air Force with unprecedented long-range strike capability in the Pacific region. The program's success extends beyond the aircraft itself. Manufacturing techniques developed for the B-21 are already being applied to other defense programs, creating efficiency improvements across multiple aircraft types. Workforce development associated with the B-21 program has created thousands of high-skilled jobs in aerospace manufacturing. These positions represent long-term career opportunities for American workers in one of the most advanced manufacturing sectors. Strategic impact: reshaping global military balance. The B-21 Raider program represents far more than just another aircraft acquisition. This bomber fundamentally alters the global strategic balance by providing America with unmatched long-range strike capability. Current American bomber forces, while effective, are aging rapidly. The B-52 Stratofortress first flew in 1952, making it older than most of the grandparents of current crew members. The B-1 Lancer, introduced in the 1980s, suffers from maintenance challenges that limit availability. The B-2 Spirit, America's first stealth bomber, remains highly capable, but exists in very limited numbers. Only 21 B-2s were ever built, and maintenance requirements for their specialized stealth coatings are extensive and expensive. The B-21 program will eventually provide at least 100 modern stealth bombers, creating a quantum leap in American strategic capability. This fleet size ensures that sufficient aircraft remain available for operations, while others undergo maintenance or training missions. Range and payload capabilities of the B-21 exceed anything currently available. The bomber can reach any target worldwide from bases in the continental United States, eliminating dependence on overseas bases that might become unavailable during conflicts. Advanced stealth technology makes the B-21 effectively invisible to current and projected enemy air defenses. While adversary nations continue developing new radar systems, the B-21's design incorporates countermeasures against threats that don't even exist yet. The deterrent effect of the B-21 program cannot be overstated. Potential adversaries must now account for the possibility that American bombers could strike critical targets without warning and without detection. This capability significantly complicates enemy military planning. Defense resources must be distributed widely to protect against potential B-21 strikes, reducing the concentration of forces available for offensive operations. Nuclear deterrence remains a critical mission for the B-21. The bomber can carry both gravity bombs and cruise missiles with nuclear warheads, ensuring that America's nuclear triad remains credible and effective. Conventional strike missions will likely represent the majority of B-21 operations. The bomber's precision weapons capability allows for surgical strikes against high-value targets while minimizing collateral damage. Intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions represent another important capability. The B-21's advanced sensors and long endurance make it ideal for gathering critical information in contested environments. The road to operational capability. The successful first flight of the second B-21 test aircraft marks a crucial milestone, but significant work remains before the Raider enters operational service. Current Air Force planning calls for initial operational capability before the end of the decade. Infrastructure development at future B-21 bases has already begun. Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota, Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri, and Dyess Air Force Base in Texas are all receiving major upgrades to support Raider operations. These base modifications go far beyond simple hangar construction. The B-21's stealth characteristics require specialized maintenance facilities with precise environmental controls. Secure communication systems must be installed to support the bomber's classified mission planning requirements. Personnel training programs are already underway to prepare the pilots, navigators, and maintainers who will operate the B-21 fleet. These training programs incorporate lessons learned from both B-2 operations and ongoing flight testing. Pilot training for the B-21 builds upon experience from other bomber aircraft while introducing concepts specific to advanced stealth operations. Simulator training allows crews to practice complex scenarios safely before flying actual missions. Maintenance training ensures that ground crews understand every aspect of B-21 operations. The aircraft's advanced systems require specialized knowledge and procedures that differ significantly from previous generation bombers. Supply chain development continues to expand the network of suppliers supporting B-21 operations. Parts availability, transportation systems, and inventory management all require careful coordination to maintain operational readiness. Security procedures for B-21 operations are being developed and refined continuously. The aircraft's classified capabilities require special handling procedures that protect sensitive information while allowing effective operations. Mission planning systems specifically designed for B-21 operations are under development. These systems will allow crews to plan complex missions while accounting for the bomber's unique capabilities and limitations. Integration with other military systems ensures that the B-21 can operate effectively as part of larger military operations. Communications compatibility, coordination procedures, and joint mission planning all require careful attention. Community and heritage, honoring those who serve. The B-21 Raider program connects directly to the proud heritage of American military aviation. The bomber's name honors the Doolittle Raiders, the courageous airmen who launched the first American bombing mission against Japan during World War II. That April 1942 mission demonstrated American resolve when the nation needed it most. 16 B-25 Mitchell bombers launched from the USS Hornet in what many considered impossible. The parallels to today's B-21 program are striking. American innovation overcoming impossible challenges. Current Air Force personnel working on the B-21 carry forward this tradition of excellence. From test pilots to ground crews, every person involved understands their role in maintaining American air superiority. Ellsworth Air Force Base, the first operational B-21 base, has already seen significant positive economic impact. The surrounding community has rallied to support the base and its mission. For our community of military veterans and enthusiasts, the B-21 program represents everything we value about our armed forces: innovation, dedication, and unwavering commitment to protecting our nation. Global recognition, America's aerospace leadership. The international aerospace community has taken notice of the B-21 program's success, recognizing it as a demonstration of American technological leadership that extends far beyond military applications. Advanced manufacturing techniques pioneered for B-21 production are already being adapted for commercial aircraft programs. International defense analysts regularly cite the B-21 program as the gold standard for major weapons system acquisition. The program's success reinforces America's position as the world leader in military aerospace technology. Research and development investments generate innovations that benefit multiple sectors of the American economy. The highly skilled workforce required for B-21 production represents a strategic national asset that supports both military and commercial aerospace programs. Future implications. Beyond the current program, the successful development of the B-21 Raider establishes foundations for American military aviation that will extend far beyond the current program. Technologies developed for the Raider will influence military aircraft development for decades. The B-21's advanced avionics and artificial intelligence systems point toward fully autonomous military aircraft in the future. Manufacturing innovations will significantly reduce costs and production times for future military aircraft. The program's successful management approach provides a template for future major defense acquisitions. The B-21's modular design allows for future capability upgrades without requiring entirely new aircraft. Supply chain networks established for B-21 production create infrastructure that supports multiple aerospace programs, strengthening American aerospace production across all sectors. Conclusion: America's commitment to excellence. The second B-21 Raider's successful first flight represents more than just another milestone. It demonstrates America's unwavering commitment to maintaining military superiority through innovation and dedication. The B-21 Raider stands as proof that America continues to lead the world in military technology. While other nations struggle to develop comparable capabilities, American engineers are already pushing toward even greater achievements. This is the America we're proud of, the nation that refuses to accept second place in any field critical to our security. The B-21 program represents everything we value about our military: excellence, innovation, and absolute dedication. The journey from concept to flying aircraft demonstrates what America can accomplish when we commit fully to important objectives. If you found this deep dive fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe for more content about the incredible capabilities of our armed forces. Thanks for watching, and remember, America's military continues to lead the world because of patriots like those working on the B-21 Raider program.